The Honda Prelude is making a comeback in 2026, and for car fans all over the world, this is very exciting news. For years, people have been asking Honda to bring back the famous coupe, and now it is finally happening. This new version is not only about looking back at the past, but also about showing how Honda wants to shape its future with electrification and modern design. In this part, we will talk about the story of the Prelude, why Honda decided to revive it, and what we know so far about the new model. The Prelude first appeared in the late 1970s. At that time, Honda wanted to build a car that was stylish, sporty, and advanced. It was never the most powerful sports car, but it earned respect because of its smooth handling, reliability, and technology. For example, in the late 1980s, the Prelude introduced four-wheel steering in some models, something very rare at the time. Over 5 generations, the Prelude became a favorite among enthusiasts who wanted something different from regular sedans, but also more practical than pure sports cars. By the early 2000s, however, Honda stopped production. The market was changing, and coupes were losing sales to larger vehicles like sedans and the rising popularity of SUVs. Even though the car disappeared from showrooms, fans never forgot it. Online forums, car meets, and used car markets kept the memory alive. This long pause created even more demand for a comeback. Honda is now answering that demand. The 2026 Prelude is being described as a hybrid sports coupe. This means it is not a return to the exact same formula as before. Instead, Honda is combining its new hybrid technology with a stylish two-door design. It is part of Honda's plan to move toward electrification while still keeping cars fun to drive. Bringing back the Prelude name helps connect modern buyers with the brand's heritage. At the same time, it shows that Honda still believes there is space in today's market for a sleek coupe, even when SUVs dominate sales. Looking at the design, the new Prelude has a low and wide stance, with smooth lines and a sporty look. The roofline slopes down toward the rear, giving it a hatchback-like style. From the front, it has sharp headlights and a clean, modern face. At the back, the taillights stretch across the car, making it look wide and planted on the road. The overall shape reminds people of past Preludes but clearly fits today's trends. It feels both modern and familiar at the same time. Under the hood, the new car will use a 2-motor hybrid system paired with a 2-liter gasoline engine. This setup is already used in some other Honda models, and it has proven to be efficient and smooth. In the Prelude, it is expected to produce about 200 horsepower and 232 pound-feet of torque. These numbers may not sound extreme compared to some sports cars, but the focus here is balance. Honda wants this car to be quick enough to be fun, while still delivering good fuel efficiency and everyday comfort. For handling, Honda has borrowed ideas from the Civic Type R. The Prelude will use a dual-axis front suspension, which helps reduce torque steer and improves control when pushing the car hard. The tracks at the front and rear are also wider, giving the car a more stable base. Big Brembo brakes at the front provide strong stopping power. These choices show that Honda is taking handling seriously. Even though the Prelude will not be as aggressive as the Type R, it remains a front-wheel drive car, which might disappoint some fans who prefer rear-wheel drive for a sports coupe. But Honda believes the advanced suspension setup will make the driving experience enjoyable. With all these updates, the big question is how the Prelude will feel on the road. On paper, it looks promising. A stylish coupe, a hybrid system for efficiency, and chassis parts inspired by a performance legend. But is that enough to truly revive the spirit of the Prelude? In the next part, we will explore the interior features, the driving technology, some of the criticisms, and whether this coupe can live up to its famous name. The story of the new Honda Prelude is not complete without looking inside the car and understanding what the driver will experience. The interior has been designed to match the modern style of Honda's latest models while still giving a sporty feeling. It has a 2+2 seating layout, which means 2 seats in the front and 2 smaller seats in the rear. The rear seats are not very spacious, but they add practicality for short trips or extra storage when needed. The front seats are designed with extra support to hold the driver and passenger firmly during spirited driving. And higher trims may include premium materials and even a Bose sound system. In front of the driver, there is a digital instrument cluster that shows speed, hybrid system information, and other driving data. At the center, there is a 9-inch touchscreen that supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with Google built-in features. This makes it easy to connect smartphones and use navigation or music apps without cables. The design is simple, clear, and driver-focused. The atmosphere is sporty but also comfortable enough for daily use, which is important because Honda wants this coupe to be practical as well as stylish. One of the biggest talking points about the Prelude is the lack of a manual transmission. Many fans expected Honda to bring back a true manual gearbox, but the company decided to go in a different direction. Instead, they created something called S+ Shift. This system uses paddle shifters to simulate gear changes. It can imitate upshifts and downshifts, even adding rev-matching sounds to make the process feel more engaging. While it is not the same as a real manual, Honda hopes it will give drivers more control and fun compared to a normal hybrid automatic. This decision has divided opinions. Some people welcome it as a clever way to mix hybrid efficiency with sporty feel, while others see it as a compromise that cannot replace the experience of shifting gears yourself. The strengths of the new Prelude are clear. It offers a modern hybrid system that saves fuel and lowers emissions while still giving enough power to enjoy driving. It looks stylish and different in a world where most new cars are SUVs. It revives a classic Honda name that has strong emotional value. For everyday driving, it offers comfort, technology, and reliability. For spirited driving, it offers sharp handling, good brakes, and a responsive hybrid powertrain. However, there are also weaknesses. With about 200 horsepower, it will not match the raw performance of some competitors. Being front-wheel drive, it does not have the handling purity of a rear-wheel drive sports car. The lack of a true manual gearbox will disappoint traditional enthusiasts. And the back seats are quite cramped, which limits practicality for families. These are the trade-offs that potential buyers will have to consider. Honda plans to launch the Prelude in Japan in late 2025, with other markets such as the United States, Europe, and Australia following in 2025 and 2026. Pricing has not been officially confirmed, but it is expected to sit between the regular Civic and the high-performance Civic Type R. This position makes sense because it offers more style and sportiness than the Civic, but without going as extreme as the Type R. When comparing with rivals, the Prelude falls in an interesting place. The Toyota GR86 and Subaru BRZ are lighter and rear-wheel drive, making them more focused on pure driving fun, but they lack the efficiency of a hybrid. The BMW 2 Series offers more power and a premium badge, but it costs much more. The Prelude seems to offer a balance, with a mix of style, efficiency, and a respected Honda badge at what should be a more accessible price. In the end, the 2026 Honda Prelude is not just about numbers on a sheet. It is about bringing back a feeling and a name that means something to a lot of people. It may not be the same as the old versions, but it shows that Honda still cares about building cars that are fun, stylish, and unique. For drivers who want a coupe that looks great, drives well, and saves fuel, the new Prelude could be the right choice. It is a revival that combines history with modern technology, and for many people that will be more important than ultimate performance. That brings us to the end of this video on the 2026 Honda Prelude. If you enjoyed learning about this exciting revival and want to see more videos like this, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.